One of the main ingredients, a good ingredient to have as we make our journey through life, is this thing called confidence. We've all had high levels of confidence. We've all experienced low levels of confidence and what that feels like. One idea, one big insight, one key takeaway that I've taught that can really help in your own confidence, and that is the idea of stop caring about what other people think so much. Yeah, it's easy to say, but it's hard to do. Now, there's two types of people. There's people on the outside in the stands, and there's people in your own personal life, your friends, family, your relationships. They're two different animals. It's two different ways and two different feelings when people from each side say something to you or have an opinion or a belief. Here's how I invite you to deal with both. We'll start with people in the stands first, which is important to care what other people think, but at a certain level and at a certain rate. When you let other people have the power of telling you, dictating to you who you are and how you should be and what's good and what's bad, you're giving them way too much power. What you're telling them and what you're telling yourself is, I need your validation in order for me to be this. Fill in the blank on whatever that is. In order to feel confident, I need validation from you. And when you give other people that power, you're minimizing yourself. And you're telling yourself that their weight, their opinion, their core beliefs, their values outweigh your own. Look, we've never been taught a class on confidence, even though this is one of the most important ingredients you can carry with you in life to have a great quality of life. Because on the opposite side, if you don't have confidence, that's going to lead to bad relationships, that's going to lead to poor decisions, that's going to lead to an overall poor quality of life if you do not know what confidence is, know where your levels of confidence is, what certain things have to be in place in order for you to feel confident, because we all have different definitions of what confidence is. But one of the ways to raise that is to stop caring so much about what other people think, what they have to say, not giving them or not needing validation from other people. That's from the people in the stands. Make sure you know your values, your beliefs, that you believe and have trust in yourself. So when it's broken down like that, that you're giving other people your power, your validation, you can be reminded, you could be aware of what you're actually doing when you care so much about what other people think. Because so many people's dreams, so many people's true self and true personality and their confidence gets buried by the opinions, by the weight of other people. But when you're aware of that, when you know that, you can flip that narrative and understand how much personal power you have. Now, the other side of the coin, the people who are in your life, your friends, family, partner, any kind of relationship that you interact with every day, there's a whole different way to approach it. The first one's always going to be the same. Make sure your values hold weight. But when there's someone else that you hold equal or right about equal to where you are, I want you to ask yourself this question, and that is his or her opinion valid? Do they have something there? Because sometimes we miss in the refinement of our thinking, and we need slight adjustments. We might have strayed off the path of our A game. We might need a little reminder or a nudge back on to get back onto our A game. And a lot of times those closest to us can see things in us that we cannot see. So it's important to ask yourself that question. Is it valid? Is there somewhere where I've missed in my thinking, in my actions, in my beliefs that I can then make a change? Because in my old industry, I'll tell you, playing professional sports, when you're on stage, you're gonna get hate and opinions, judgments from not hundreds, but millions of other people when you're on a big stage. And it's important to know who you are, where you're going, how you're gonna show up. So when you get on the stage, you have full confidence. Now, what do you do when you lose? Say you get beat in the game, you got blown out, your opponent got the best of you, and it just wasn't your day. How do you keep confidence there? That is one of the most important places to keep it. Because you're gonna fail, you're not gonna win all the games, you're gonna lose. But in order to maintain a strong foundational level of confidence, in order to build confidence, because it's not something fixed, it's not a life sentence. You don't just stay at one level of confidence your whole entire life. It's something you build. But in those moments, how do you gain or maintain your confidence? And it's in those moments, it's all about how you handle the adversity, how you handle the loss, how you handle the failure. Do you take it to heart and think that because you lost that you're a loser? Because you failed that you're not good enough, you're unworthy, that it was shameful? Or do you look at it like, hey, I understand that without failure, success is not an option. This is the prerequisite. How am I going to deal with this and maintain a high level of confidence? You deal with it by understanding that the failure is nothing more than a learning opportunity. It's a way that you can see a little bit further into yourself. What did I do wrong? Where did I mess up? How could I get even better? Where could I set other people up to win even more and myself up to win even more? Where can I do that and how can I improve? How can I build? And when you do that, man, you have such a high level of confidence. You have such a belief in a bigger future. You have such a belief in your faith that things are going to get better. There's going to be a different outcome next time. I don't care how many or how bad it was, I'm going to get even better. And that's how you maintain a great level of confidence, even in the bad. So those are two different ways, two different distinctions, two different way you may have not heard it before about breaking down confidence and how you can get even better at it so you can live an even better quality of life with greater personal power that we all have, that we just need reminders sometimes of how much personal power we have and how much we're in control of our life, our future, our emotions, and how we react to certain things. Now, it's easy and no big deal to have confidence when things are going good, you're winning, team's doing good, relationships doing good, money's coming in, nobody's complaining, if that's possible. When the wind is at your back, you're having a picnic, sun's out, perfect weather. It's easy to have confidence when things are going good. The important part, the part where personal mastery, self-mastery, personal development comes in, and why I'm here sharing this message is when things are bad, when the storms of life are happening, when you go out for the picnic and things, weather turns on you, or you get in an accident on the way there. Whatever misfortune life has, because it's going to have a bunch, as we already know, how are you going to react and get better, shorten the window of your freakouts in those moments so you can maintain a high level of confidence and get on with an even better quality of life. I hope that helped. I hope that served you. I hope you can take your confidence to a next level. I want you to soar with confidence. I want you to be so confident that people almost think you're cocky, okay? That's how high I want you riding through this life with confidence, because you deserve it. It's easy to work on. It's like a muscle. You can build it. You just need to be aware. You need to answer some of these questions that I've given you in this message, and you need to do the work behind the scenes, because that's where confidence is built. It's not built when you arrive at the destination, when you're doing your work. It's built in the preparation. How much time and effort and energy you're putting into your own personal development, to sharpening your own skills. So when you get on stage and everybody's watching, they look at you and say, wow, look at his confidence. Look how well they're doing. Look at the belief they have in victory and defeat. And it all comes from the work you're doing behind the scenes. Because as we all know, mediocrity prevails when good men and women do nothing. Mediocrity prevails when we sit in the stands of life and are not growing, building, sharpening our skills, asking the bigger questions, improving, taking ownership of our life and exactly where we are, architecting our life in our future destination to exactly where we want to be, how we want to be, the relationships we want around us, and the people we want to spend our time with. That is the difference. All right, hope you enjoyed, hope this served you. This is David Holloway. I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you found that valuable. I have so much more amazing content videos coming, and I don't want you to miss out. So subscribe. If you want some more awesome videos, you can check those out. Until I see you again in the next one, keep going out there, hunting your greatness inside and out.